Hi, happy Friday. My name is Christina Lesher and I'm a student at Loveland Yoga, and we're gonna start off today with our intention for our class today. So with Mother's Day coming up, whether you're a mother or you have a mother or you know a mother, I think one of the things that Hallmark has done us dirty on, all the mothers in the world, is we have all this expectations on what mothering should be and what kind of mother you should be. So I think yoga, whether you're a mother or not, if you're just a person in the world that's caring for somebody or just a person on your own, I want you to ask yourself today, what do I need in my practice today? Choose your intention, reflect on your intention, come back to it, and then take it off the mat. So we're going to think about, what do you need? We're going to reflect on it during our practice today, come back to it, and then we're going to take it with us. So for me, I think my intention for today is I am enough. How I showed up today, my physical body, my emotional, spiritual status, that's fine. Wherever I am, that is fine. So remember, you are enough, and I hope that you can pick out your intention for you today. What do you need from your practice today? So we're going to get started with a few deep breaths. I'm going to go ahead and sit down in a comfortable position. I'm going to get the fleshy bits from out underneath my seat, and a couple of deep breaths. Take a deep breath and drag the breath along the back of your throat as you are exhaling. We're going to start with our Ujjayi breath to provide us the life source that we need to go through our practice today. Okay, so we're going to stand up. Stand up at the back of your mat, and you're gonna put your hands facing forward and bend your knees, arms up straight, core engaged, eyes at the ceiling. Inhale, exhale to heart center. Then take all of your weight into your left leg. Bring your right leg over your left, your right arm under your left arm. This is genie arms. You can also do what I call crisscross, or you can also do bear. One breath here. Now tip over. This is folded eagle. One breath here. Oops. Quick break where I get my best friend, the block. So folded eagle. Remember, our wobbles make us strong. Kick back your right leg to warrior three. Engage that right leg. Engage your glutes, small back bend. And I'm choosing a modification on this warrior since I'm wobbly today for hands to heart center. Now release the pose and go into half moon by putting your right leg down, right hand to the block. You can also put your right hand on the floor, but I like to use a block. I like to feel safe and secure when I'm doing my poses. Sometimes you may want to feel wobbly, but our blocks are our friends. Engage your left glute, lift up that left leg, and now twist forward, left leg behind you, held up by your left arm. Right arm goes up in the air and tip over for dancer. Now you could do dancer here or leaning over if that's in your practice. Engage your left glute. Put all your weight to that right leg. A little back bend. Now come back the way we came in. So up, release your leg, don't let it just spring. And big breath in. Big breath out. Now we're going to do eagle on the other side. So all your weight in your left leg, right leg over left, and right arm under your left arm. And again, I have some options for you. This is called genie arms. You can do what I call the twist, or you can do a bear hug. But I really like genie because it doesn't put as much stress on my shoulders. Now squeeze your inner thighs together. Have your drishti, or your focus, on one spot that is not moving, and lean over for folded eagle. Once you're down to your lap and folded eagle, extend your right leg back, warrior three. And you can do your arms. Oop, look at those wobbles, it means I'm getting stronger. Lift your right leg back up, slight back bend. Let go of the pose. Another big breath in. Big breath out. If you've got that block in your way, go ahead and just give our little friend the block. A little toss to the side. Bend your knees. Big breath in. Hands up to the ceiling. Oh, stretch. Engage your core. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Plant your hands down on your mat for downward facing dog. This is your first downward facing dog of the day. Pedal out your feet and come forward to your high plank. Let's get our position started here first. Hands need to be firm into the mat, and we're going to go down to low plank. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your stomach, squeeze everything. Push back up to high plank. Big breath, exhale. Low plank, high plank. Then downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. High plank, keeping your elbows in. Low plank, high plank, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath, get settled in, take a break here. Have the downward facing dog give you information about your body and how it feels. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. High plank to low plank to high plank to downward facing dog. High plank, keep your glutes activated, your inner thighs are pressing together. Low plank, high plank, downward facing dog. What I'm finding out about my body right now is that my calves are really, really sore, and this feels really good. So let the downward facing dog give you information that you can use to improve and increase your flexibility in the space in your yoga practice. High plank, elbows in. Low plank, high plank, downward facing dog. Knees to your mat. We're going to take a quick little child's pose here. Inhale, exhale, let it go. Now come to your belly. We're going to do a 1 minute mini belly savasana. Pick your favorite ear. Mine is the right. You can close your eyes if that's available to you. And let it all go. Feel from the top of your head relaxing, like snow melting on a very hot day. Your face relaxing, your tongue relaxing, your chin, your neck. All the stress is just being melted away. Your shoulders, your upper back, your middle back, your lower back, your glutes, your legs, your knees, your calves. Everything is safe. Everything is fine. You cannot fall in this position. And if your mind wanders, that's fine. Think of the thoughts like little clouds that you can blow away. Okay. Now we're going to lift up on our belly. Hands up for baby cobra. One breath here. And I'm actually going to twist so you can see. This is baby cobra. And we're going to go to locust pose. Sometimes people call this the Superman pose or the Superwoman pose. So arms are going to be stretched out. Your neck is engaged, your back is engaged, your glutes, everything is engaged. Let that pose go. And I'm going to switch positions again so I can just get better oriented on my mat. Back on your belly. Right hand holds right ankle. Left hand holds left ankle. And reach up. Everything is engaged. Your glutes are engaged. Your back is engaged. And release the pose. All right. Now to bridge. And I think bridge is one of my favorite poses. You can do it so many different ways. We're going to start out with bridge on our back, but have a block nearby in case you would like to do supported bridge. Remember, there is no shame in the block game. Okay, so for a bridge, we're going to lay on our backs and come back down one vertebrae at a time. Press your feet into the floor, lift your hips up, squeeze your glutes, engage your core, and clasp your hands underneath your body, kind of snug in, and that may allow you to come up a little further. Okay, hands release and come down one vertebrae at a time. Big breath in, big breath out. Now, if that didn't feel right for you, get that block out. Put it underneath your sacrum and do a supportive bridge. Or if you want to go ahead and do it the way we just did it, that's fine too. Lift your hips back up and make sure when you're coming up, you're articulating up one vertebra at a time. Your feet are pressed firmly into the floor and your arms are underneath you, providing a little bit more support. Your glutes are engaged, and you'll feel some of the stretch I do in my glutes, of course, and roll down one vertebra at a time. And the last one, I'm going to show you how to do it in supported bridge, and you can put it on the lower setting or on the higher setting, whichever feels best for you. I usually just do it on the lower setting. Inhale, exhale. Exhale and release the pose. And come back up to seated position on your mat. We're going to take a quick breath here. Inhale, exhale, and lean back down on your mat, one vertebrae at a time for happy baby. And happy baby, you'll put your hands on the outside of your feet. You can also put your hands on your ankles, on your calves, whatever is most comfortable and works for your body. And what works for you is not going to be necessarily what works for your neighbor. So grab your hands, and then, like the pose says, rock back and forth like a happy baby. Deep breath in, deep breath out. If you want to get a little bit of extra stretching, you can extend your left leg, bring that back in. You can extend your right leg. You can extend both legs if that feels good to you. Or you can just stay here in a modified position for happy baby. All right, release the pose. Come sit back up to your mat. I encourage everybody to take modifications. When I first started practicing, I was really shy and embarrassed about taking modifications to the pose. But one of the things I've learned is if I do take a modification, I do use a block. Maybe I take some pressure off of me to do the pose correctly, or what I think is correct, and then I'm able to relax, release into the pose. When you do that, then you get to know the pose better, your breath better, and yourself better. So just something to think about. So we're gonna sit up nice and tall, and you're gonna sit on your sit bones. Legs are going to come out in front, and we're going to lift up for our boat pose. And I'm gonna switch around here for our boat pose. This sometimes, especially at the end of class, is very challenging for me to do. So you can also put your legs down, or you can provide yourself some support this way. Shoulders are down. You're gonna definitely feel it in your stomach. You're definitely gonna feel it in your back. But you are strong, and whatever option you choose, that is the right one. Now we're gonna shoot our legs out for low boat to high boat to low boat to high boat, low boat to high boat. Anybody ready to get off the boat yet? Now stick your legs out, or straighten your legs out, and flutter kick. We're gonna do it for 20 seconds. Don't forget to breathe. Stomach's engaged, core is engaged. All right, bring your legs in. And that is the end of our series. So we're gonna take a nice big breath. In, out. Think about your intention. Think about how you incorporated it during our time together, and how you can take that off the mat. So for me, my intention was I am enough. Whatever practice I did in my yoga, that is enough. And whoever I am today, Mother's Day, or any other day, that is enough. Thank y'all. Have a great weekend. Love you.